Well, Susie and Sandy are the middle sisters of myself, Lisa, I'm the oldest,
And I'm Laurie, and I'm the youngest.
our mother Maria. It's their 50th birthday, and the best way I could say this event was decided because our late father, Manny Andrade, had always called these girls their princess. And we knew at 50, this is what our dad would want us to do, was honor these girls like the princesses they are. And my sister and I kind of coordinated across the miles, because I live in Maui and she's here. And like in a 1 month's time, we decided, let's do this.
Yeah, but years ago, a few years knowing that they were going to be turning 50, one of their wishes was to celebrate their 50th birthday in Disney. And due to the pandemic, it was impossible. But it was something that we wanted to still make happen for them. So this was one way of us bringing Disney to them to celebrate their 50th.
Our dad started bringing us to Disney when I was 10.
I was 5.
And it was every year after that for many years. And it was just that magical memory that we hold in our, a matter of fact, the first year after he passed away, we did a full Disney trip in honor of him and carried his picture on the back of our shirts on Christmas. And it was just, keep remembering him. And he had literally, 5 girls. And he was the only man in the house, huh? And we have him, yes, you saved your shirts, yeah. And they wanted, when you said, what do you want to do for your 50? They wanted to do Disney cruise, and then COVID hit, and we were like, we're not doing Disney anything. And we, last minute, decided we can pull this off. And we have such a beautiful family, as you can see, that once we invited them and said, this is the theme, everybody jumped in and just went all out with their costumes and made it as magical as possible.
And bringing Disney to you guys, right? Yes. Do you feel like you have the Disney today with everyone? Yes, the beautiful costumes. Yes.
My beautiful princess.
What was your favorite part of today?
Everybody here.
Everybody here. Very, It's been difficult for them to really grasp the concept of the lockdown and being isolated, and they're very social. They go to programs in time, which is, you could tell what the name of it is.
Co-op productions and talk.
And with COVID, they've been pulled from that. They pulled from everything. So it's been, emotionally, it's been really
Very
challenging for them to comprehend why they're not getting out to visit. So this was really important to connect with everybody.
Family and friends.
They love to be with the family.
And we have extremely large families, so it was, normally it's 300 to 400 people in a room.
Yes.
So it's challenging. We know everybody would love to celebrate. What is that?
Honey?
Oh, you
Oh, your dog. You miss your dog, too.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's very emotional.
So they get, yes.
It's been difficult. It's definitely been a challenge with them being home alone and not being out like the rest of us through all of COVID. It's been challenging, but we can kind of just step back and kind of grasp ourselves and say, hey, this is temporary. We're going to move forward. But for them, that concept of time is non-existing, so it makes it very frustrating for them. They want to socialize. They want to connect with the family and their friends, and this was the best thing we could come up with to, bring some people together and celebrate their 50th with the magic that we, as a family, always experienced growing up in Disney. Okay. Anything you'd like to say, honey?
Every night I dream of my dad.
Every night you dream of Dad. Yeah. And I believe fully, Dad put this all together because for us to be so far apart, it was a challenge, but it just kept falling.
In
Like
6
books open
weeks,
in front of you.
we were able to put this many miles apart together in 6 weeks and collaborate, discuss, and then in less than a week's time, we were able
Like
to
having this facility was a blessing. I mean, everything just came together. I know Dad was with us. Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
How about you, sweetheart?
Did you want to say anything about today?
I love our family.
You
love our family. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, and they love you. They showed that today. Everything
love
they
you,
did,
girls.
all the costumes. Because some of them Trust me, they don't want to get in a costume, but they did it. They did it. Thank you. So when my sister and I decided to do a themed Cinderella ball costume, because we knew the costumes would brighten them to have that creativity, I jumped into action to try to go to every thrift store on Maui and find any gown possible. Sandy's we ordered online, which is Cinderella, which was easy. Susie wanted to be Princess Elena of Avila, which that costume doesn't exist. And a friend of mine, Andy, calls me up and says, how does this look? Again, my dad, it was perfect. I put a box together that I had to ship UPS. That was a dress, and my mother created
progress
Jasmine.
that my mother turned into a jasmine dress. She
Yeah,
spent
yeah.
many days sewing
By hand.
and by hand every stitch because it's a special material and putting this together for
And
me.
I actually did a lot of thrift store shopping and created cardboard, hot glue gun, and created. And a lot of our family members got really creative or ordered.
And
My
made-
mom, we couldn't exactly have her make her own because she didn't know anything. We didn't tell her about.
I had no idea.
She
till
didn't even
today.
know that I was here from Maui. I hid out for 4 nights. She had no idea. So I ordered hers and surprised her with her costume. So it was a collaboration of many things.
Yeah,
and,
there's a lot of homemade costumes.
everybody
out
came
there.
together and made costumes and
They made
helped
their
each
own.
other.
That's the excitement behind the family,
Yeah.
with the creativity to make this happen.
And we also communicated, like myself and my sister, like, what do you want to be? So that we wouldn't have 2 Woodies.
Yeah.
He seemed to be the popular costume. And then as soon as we said that, the second person said, hey, you know what, I'll do something else. They knew it was important to like just make a blend of characters that the girls would enjoy seeing. As I would say upon departing, aloha.